if you don't understand this when it comes to trading, you do not understand forex trading, and you will simply never ever be profitable if you don't understand this. So in this video, I am going to be teaching you how to make the perfect setup understanding Japanese candlesticks. Majority of traders use Japanese candlesticks to trade. We don't use line charts. I hate when people say forex trading, I'm not good at it because I'm not going to be good at charts. We are not using line charts that you use in school. We are not using pie charts. We are using Japanese candlesticks. And Japanese candlesticks is the fundamentals of trading. This shows us price action. Okay, so let's start off. I just want to show you these wicks. Okay, this represents the high of the market and the lows of the market. This is the highest point the market went to and the lowest point they went to. The column rates and the market. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the body of the candlestick. This shows the direction that the market actually went from the time it opened to the time it closed. The green candlestick means it's bullish and the red candlestick means it's bearish. That means the red candlestick is when it went down and the green candlestick is when it went up. So how do we say whether it went up or went down? It's because the close will be above the open. So it opened below, and then closed above. That is a bullish candlestick. And likewise on the red candlestick, on the bearish candlestick, when the market opens above and closes below, that means the market actually went down, and that is a what? That is a bearish candlestick, and that means that the market went down. So let's go on. Let's go on to learn how this actually works and how a candlestick is actually formed. So candlestick starts off being tiny to the point where you can't even see it. So the candlestick starts off by being tiny to a point where you can't even see it. And then it opens, right? This is a Marubozu candlestick. I'm saying it correctly. I'm going to put this pen in here, okay? Marubozu candlestick. Now, what about this candlestick? This shows that there are no wicks at the moment, and it shows pure power in the market. It shows pure direction and pure 100% pure momentum. So that is what candlesticks actually represents, and that is the most important thing. That's why I'm drilling it. Candlesticks actually represent momentum and price action. So okay, let's make this candlestick form. Now we are adding a wick. Okay, as you can see, I'm creating this candlestick in my drawing. So we are adding a wick. At this point, we notice a bearish hammer. At this point, we notice a bearish hammer, and we'll talk about these types of candlesticks later on in the video. These are confirmation candlesticks, and this will actually be the reason why the profits. So candlestick is forming. Right, we are going to the lower end of the wick. Right, another wick is forming down below. Now, as we can see, this is a very important candlestick that is formed. As we can see, there is barely a body, but there are two longer wicks. And what type of candlestick we call this? We call this a Doji candlestick. If I don't pronounce it right, as I said, terminology simply doesn't matter if you have an understanding. because how you approach the market might not be the way another person approaches the market. So let's talk about this Doji candlestick. This shows indecision. This shows that buyers are buying and sellers are selling. And you know how the markets work. If everybody is selling, the market will go down. If everybody is buying, then the market will go up, and this determines the price. Or let's just say if everybody wants to buy something, what that means the price of this product will go up. And if nobody wants it, everybody's selling it, everybody's giving it away, what happens to the price of that product? It would go down. Nobody would want to purchase it. The price would be down. Okay, so here is a point where price, there are buyers and there are sellers, and they making transactions at the same rate, so we get a Doji candlestick. So at this point for traders, it's very important, especially for reversals and people who are trading at support and resistance. So this shows indecision in the market, and it shows a break in market structure, and now you would see a reversal. This is not the type of candlestick you would want to see when you have a trade and if the market is going towards your TP. So let's add another candlestick just to show you that candlesticks represent momentum. Okay, I am adding another candlestick. Boom. Now there are two candlesticks next to each other, and these are big candlesticks, so these represent a bullish market, and that means the market is gonna fly. And now we're focusing on candlesticks and what they represent. As I said, candlesticks represent momentum, but just momentum? No, it's bigger than momentum, because there are 5-minute time frames, 10-minute time frames, 30-minute time frames, 15-minute time frames. There's even 1-minute time frames. I don't want to say that in order, but there are different types of time frames, and there are different types of candlesticks on these different types of time frames. So yeah, I just made a small diagram of a candlestick. So let's say opening price, right? Price opens at this point below, then it moves above. Now we are looking at the larger candlestick, right? Just say this is a 30-minute candlestick, for example. It could be a 10 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever it is. If this is 30 minutes, then these candlesticks represent the 3-minute time frame. These are 3-minute candlesticks. So candlesticks are attached to time. This shows the price action in a specific time. So we say in the next 10 minutes, right? The price went up to that point, it dropped, it made a wick in the bottom, or it could have made a wick in the bottom first and went up. But this is what happened in a specific time. So whatever time frame you're using, you are basically saying this is how much time I want one candle to represent. So as we can see, 30 minutes, and we got smaller candlesticks. Now I'm going to show you a good example on the charts and how we're going to use this lower time frame candlesticks and higher time frame candlesticks to make a good position. So now we are currently on the 5-minute time frame. So each candlestick over here represents how much minutes? It represents 5 minutes. So we marked out 2 candlesticks in specific. So this is an engulfing candlestick, and what did I say about candlesticks that represent momentum for a specific time? So as we can see, in the last 5 minutes, the market has been very bullish. So now we are going to our 1-minute time frame, and we are going to make a trade over our 1 minute and our 5-minute candlestick. Because as scalpers, what do? We just want to predict the next 2 candlesticks on our higher time frame. Just say your higher time frame is 10 minutes. Okay, you are a scalper, but you trade with the 5-minute candlesticks, no problem. So you want to take a trade on the 5-minute chart, what are you going to look for momentum on? You're not going to look for momentum on the 5-minute chart. You're going to look for the next 10-minute candlestick, and it's easier. This is my theory. It's easier to predict the next 2 candlesticks than to predict big movements in the market. Okay, that's my prediction, or that is my theory. It's easy to predict the next 2 candlesticks than to predict the next 10 candlesticks. Probably makes sense to some people. To some people, they say, no, we know that the market's gonna go there, but we just don't know where it's gonna go now. But I am telling you, I think it's easier to predict the next 2 candlesticks. So what are we doing here? We're on the 5-minute time frame. We want to predict the next 10 minutes. We are not looking to predict the next 30 minutes. But how does this look on our 1-minute time frame? It looks like we're predicting the next 10 candlesticks, but no, we are only predicting the next 2 candlesticks. So let's make this play out. So you can see the 5 minutes is very bullish. Let's just put our risk to reward ratio as 1:2. Okay, 1:7. Fine. Okay, let's just adjust that to 1:2. Now we're gonna go on our 1-minute time frame, and this is where it actually looks like damn we're taking sniper entries, but we're not taking sniper entries. We are just going onto our higher time frames, identifying the momentum, and we are taking a trade based on the momentum of the higher time frame. As you can see, we shot straight into profit. Now we are in profit and we hit our TP. And how do we smash our TP? It looks as if we took a sniper entry, but it's not that we took a sniper entry. It's not that we took a sniper entry. We just looked on our higher time frame, we identified momentum, and then we took that momentum, applied it to our smaller time frame, look for confirmation, and took the trade. So now I'm going to show you confirmation candlesticks, and this gives us insight. This is not a strategy at the moment. I will show you how to apply this to a strategy, but this is not a strategy at the moment. This is just showing us, okay, this is the direction that the market wants to go. So first, let's look at an evening star example. I'm going to give you 3 examples, and I will display the charts that I'm using. I gave this chart, by the way, I gave this chart on the free group, the bootcamp group. So make sure to look in the description. The link to the bootcamp group will be there. If it's not clickable, just copy it and paste it on Google, and then it will be clickable on Google. So this is an evening star, so we are about to place a sell. Remember our risk to reward ratio. One is to 2. Fair enough. Straight TP hit. The best thing about confirmation candlestick, it's almost as if the market does not change direction of the confirmation candlestick. Like if the market was to say that it's going bullish, you would immediately go into profit. And if you get a bullish confirmation, now I would show you this is a type of bullish confirmation. This is called a morning star. Identify those 3 lost candlesticks. Risk to reward ratio 1:2. As you can see, we went straight into profit. We did not even go into a loss, not even once. That is the power of confirmation candlesticks. After confirmation candlestick, the market usually doesn't change direction. So now I want to show you a bearish engulfing. This is the last example. This is a bearish engulfing candlestick. As you can see, that the last two candlesticks, the red candlestick engulfs the bullish candlestick or engulfs the green candlestick because it is larger. Engulfing is when it's almost as if you are eating something. Okay, you are larger than that. Okay, so the red candlestick is engulfing the green candlestick. Bearish candlestick is engulfing the bullish candlestick, and this can also happen vice versa. The bullish candlestick can engulf the red candlestick, and that would actually be a bullish engulfing candlestick. So now we are going to place a sell, and I like engulfing candlestick because this shows clear momentum. And if you can look a bit to the left, you will see a morning star, but let's not focus on that. And that's why I enjoy trading with engulfing candlesticks, because they usually go straight into profit. Confirmation candlesticks will allow you to place the best entries. As you can see, the market sunk. It sunk after that. So now we are going to use our confirmation candlesticks, but we are going to use it in what type of way? We are going to use it with a strategy, because we cannot just simply trade on candlesticks or one candlestick or the last three candlesticks. We cannot trade off of them. We are going to apply these to a strategy so we can get the perfect entry, because we can use support and resistance, but not every single time the price reaches our resistance it bounces back. Not every time it reaches our support it bounces back. Sometimes it breaks our supports and our resistance levels. But how do we identify, okay, this is where we're going to enter? How do we identify that? Is when we are trading with confirmation candlesticks. So we say, okay, look, as soon as it hit the support level, it made an evening star. So now we are going to place a sell. Or as soon as it hit the resistance level, it made an evening star. Now we're gonna place a sell. So now I'm going to show you just with a simple trend line how effective candlesticks can make simple trend lines. So we identify the trend. As you can see, it touched it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. This is definitely an uptrend, right? But I just marked the 3 promising zones. Okay, as you can see, at these 3 zones, the market touched, but also it touched multiple times. Like the price came down to these zones multiple times. Okay, and these will be areas of interest if we were to place a sell later. So mark those zones. Now, as you can see, there is a big bullish engulfing candlestick next to that red candlestick. So we are definitely gonna place a buy now. As you can see, if you look before this, look at when the market touched the trend. Look at the engulfing candlestick. There's another one there that I marked, but look at the one before, like slightly after that. The market touched it again, but was it an engulfing candlestick? No, it wasn't. And look how less the movement was. But now look at the movements that will play after an engulfing candlestick. So you would go straight into profit if you trade after confirmation candlesticks. So now we are going to place a buy. No, I think my risk is too big. Let's go 1:3. Let's try to go 1:3. I made 2 1:2, and now we're trading with a strategy, so we go 1:3, and now we'll make this play out. straight into profit. As I said, straight into profit. And that is how you trade with confirmation candlesticks. So in this video, you learned how to trade with confirmation candlesticks. You learned about the different types of candlesticks, the Maruzubu candlestick, the one that I can't pronounce, the Doji candlestick, and the normal candlesticks. You learned how a candlestick is formed, and you learned the different types of confirmation candlesticks. You actually got a chart that you can screenshot, or you can simply just go into the description, find the group link, paste it on Google, and then get directed straight to the group and join the group, where I send information to traders, and your traders actually talk to each other and talk about what they did for the week. The group is just amazing for traders to communicate. So that is it for this video.